I'm starting off using one of Finnabair's 12 by 12, I think it's Sunset Sunrise collection papers. It's X Radiant, so you can see that. I'm going to use this side, basically because it's a card themed towards a man. I've not done a Valentine's for my husband, so this is going to sort of be a Valentine's for him. So it's got a slight bit of a man theme, but I'm going to throw a lot of colour at it. These papers are very mixed media, so when I'm throwing the colour at it, it'll blend lovely into the background of this because it is so mixed media. These papers are very thick and take a lot of hammer with paints and sprays, but I'm going to give it a coat of the soft matte gel just to strengthen it, just to give the core a bit of extra so I can throw whatever I want at it. And also, putting this on, I can throw a few art stones in and give it a bit of more texture. So there we go. So I've used one of these art brushes by Finnabair. Superb. They're great. They're just straight away onto your paper. You're in and out. No worries, no messing. So as you see, I'm not covering everywhere. Just nice layer here and there. These are the art stones, the mini ones I'm going to use. Throw a few on here and there. Don't want too many. Pad them in. Get a bit on your hands with this. But what I like to do is build up a little shape quickly before I start. These are the hearts I'm going to use, the tin hearts. I like to build a little bit of a shape up so I know where to put the paint. That's the sort of look I'm going to go for. Something long. Love these kooky pictures. Really kooky. Right, here we go. So I've got the metallic paints out. I'm going to use some that are very similar to this background and some that are very contrasting to give a pop. Quite a male theme palette. I've got the metallic rusty red, the gold rush, the rich turquoise, fresh orange and lime peel. And I'm just going to dab a little bit of each paint at the top. You can see they're very shiny. This is why I like these. A completely different look on the page. So just a tiny bit of each.
This one over here on the end. This one next to it, a contrast. And the green. You can hear any snowing in the background, that's my pug. Has to sit and craft with me.
There we go. And hold it vertical. Water spray. Spray down through, quite close, let the drips appear. Wow. And again. Bit more green. Sorry that I went off shot. The green disappeared, so there we go. Oh, I love how the green and the red have merged. Happy with that, so I'm going to hold it, sit it there, and I'll dry it. Once everything's dry, you can take a look at it and yeah, I need some more green. I don't over-colorise in the first go, because the more water and the more colour you keep adding, the more chance of creating the brown muddy look. So this is nice and dry, so if you add a bit more green, see there, right again. There you go. What you can do is dry this off now. You see there's no interaction of the colours. It's just stayed pure green. Just spread that about. Don't ever get worried about adding your fingers in there. And I'll dry that off and come back to you. Finished. Everything's dry. So I'm going to use this stamp. Tea on the Deck it comes from. And I'm going to use it with some of the Finnabair paint. This bar paint. This fits perfectly into the pot. Amazing. It's well thought out. There, only a tiny bit needed. The stamp. These stamps are really bendy, so you can use them as and where you need them. So, there, look. So the vertical page is now working horizontal as well, which is quite cool. So the next stamps I'm going to use are actually from the Sunrise Sunset collection. The little bit of ink, black always makes your page pop. So this is an archival ink, waterproof. And what I shall do now is, you've seen these stamps, little clear cling stamps. Superb, really good gifts these are for your friend if you're looking for a present to put through the post. And you see the bend, the fabulous, the bend again. Never use this one, so this one's first time. Wow, like it. That's brought the darkness I wanted. Cool. It's nice to use new things. Share the experience. So there, look. Yeah, that's cool. It's brought the dark image because I'm going to have the image there. And the dark, yes, so I need something coming from here. So let's have a look. A bit to balance it, a bit at the top here. Yeah. So give it a quick wipe. I also put the lids on these paints as quick as I can, just so they don't dry out. Like I say, they do dry fast. So this is quite a cool one. I quite like the numbers. That's like a keypad for a computer. The next step is using the clear crackle texture paste. Now if you're really careful with whilst the background's drying, I want to prepare, excuse me, some of the mechanicals. I took a selection and I'm going to prepare them with a bit of gesso because I'm going to use the Finnabair waxes over the top of them to give them some real shine and colour depth. And the black gesso makes a really good base for the colours that you pop on them afterwards, the waxes that you pop on them to pop. So I'm going to give the frame a bit of a gesso in as well. I'm very lazy, I don't like cleaning up, so I'm going to do it all on this kitchen roll. So I'm going to start with the frame. To get some texture as well in the frame, I'm going to add some of the texture powder. You see that, the texture powder? So I'll just bob a bit on, just sprinkle a bit. And you can also add some of the art stones. So I'm not going to keep dipping that brush back in once I've got the texture powder on it. Just gives it a bit of a gritty feel to it. So the more texture you want, the more you add. A few art stones. And pick them up with my brush. And that's it. So you can do that on all of these. It's just a quick one too. Right, I'm ready now for placing everything, assembling everything, a bit of assemblage. This is the frame from earlier. You see where the texture paste has made the gesso thicker, and then the little mini art stones have grabbed. Really cool. So I'm just going to have a quick look at where I want these pieces. So that's again, the art stones have grabbed to the tiny little edges, tiny little bits of the twine. Right, that's the sort of look I'm after. Oh, I want the colour to pop from the top. I'm going to place him about there. And this around about here. So that's the sort of thing I'm after. So I'm going to go straight in. So this is 3D matte gel, transparent. It's really thick, superb, holding everything in place. Nothing budges. It's really cool. You've got time to put things down when you use this. Move them about, slot things under and around. tiny bit of glue that is showing. Just pop a few of the art stones on. I've got some of the larger art stones here for the bigger areas of glue. So I'm just dropping them in nice and carefully. They'll just grab the areas of glue. So what I'll do is I'll sit and let that dry. I'll heat gun. Right, once everything's dry, I'm ready for putting some of these amazing new waxes onto the framework and onto the mechanicals. I've mainly gone for Antique Brilliance and the metallic wax. I've got an Opal Magic that they're just, what can I say, they're more ethereal looking. They're like a two-tony. As you can see here, I've got a test card. I use a test card, so I know exactly what colour goes on black, goes on there. So I can see amazing colours when you look. So these are quite, the brilliants are quite in your face, really strong. That's what I want. The metallics are like the old-aged coppers and silvers and golds. And these Opal Magic they are magical. They are ethereal, very pretty. So I've just stuck to one of those, with it being the manly theme. I've got a brush, and I like to go in. Oh, look at that. So whilst this is the tip, whilst the metal embellishments are still warm from the heat gun, so I keep the heat gun here all the time, to warm it up, pop the brush on top of the embellishment. It really, really grabs it. Really does. It loves it. So I'm just going to catch the top of the inside of the frame where the red is. The outside where the red is down here, you can see. So it's as though it's reflecting the heat of the hearts. Put some more heat on. There we go. There, you see it grabs it even more. That's a cool tip. Right, the way to wash these brushes now is with washing up liquid, soapy water. That's it. So I shall carry on with the various colours now. So what I've done now is I've took some black cotton, just simple black cotton, some of the 3D map gel again, I'm just placing some of the cotton under and around various areas, sticking it down with my fingers there, just giving a bit more texture. Yeah, put some there, put some right next to feel. I've got some glitter now for the areas where I've just popped the cotton. The favourite trick is black gesso. Just put that brush to dry, to soak, so it'll dry. Get a piece of kitchen roll and cover his face. So if you tap your brush, you get the little ones. If you load your brush up, there, look, you can get some big, lovely dollopy splats. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take a toothbrush, an old toothbrush, dab it in. And these are the tiniest, finest. I'll show you over here, look. Fine. Now, the black's dried, so I'm going to get the white. It's the same again, same process. Bit of white gesso, water spray. Mix it round. Cover his face up again. Right, I'm on the last little hop now. Just going to top up the wax. Why I like using these little holy sort of stamps with the holes in is I like to put a bit of colouring pencil in the holes. See, like the little fishy nets. Oh, just various colours. So it pulls out the paint, dilutes it down a bit, and then if you add an opposite colour in it, it gives it a bit of a pop. Just scribble away from it. Scribble. So I cut a piece out of the ruband from Christina Dolphy. I think it's Christina Dolphy. Anyway, I really rub down. I see it coming off my fingers there. Put on the frame. If it will stay. I don't want it to stay on the frame because of the wax. I can try though. A bit. It's just about done. And you get the foil. I've got a piece already cut off. Shiny side up. Let's see if it has stuck down. I'll rub it on. Oh wow, it has, it's caught it. Oh. I've took one of the word stickers from I think 7 Dot Studios. Again, these are from Finnabair's shop, Mixedmedia place, along with the stickers. I've just chopped. I like chopping up words. I quite like the word unique. It's not too much. It doesn't say too much. Prima crayons, the Prima Royal pastels, especially on things like the art stones, you can just scribble them across and they grab beautifully. You see, look, it's just a shot of colour here and there. It just livens up the areas sometimes that have just toned out. Mixing some of the spray again. I want to just put a bit of gold in from the top. That's the light. A tiny bit of purple around here, dark. The next bit, the last bit, got the texture powder and the acrylic paints. This is Pure Sunshine. Love this. I've put a little bit of the texture powder. You can see it just there. I've got some of the paint. Spatula, I mix it together and I'm going to make my own custom texture paste, and it's customised to the colour I want it. Fabulous, this, it just, well, it's customised, you can use it for whatever you want, and I love it, it excites me. So I've got some yellow up there, so I want a bit of yellow down here, so I'm going to hold on. Woohoo. few of the splash acro beads. So that's me finished. There's layers and layers and layers on this piece. This piece of love. I could, if I want to, chop it down and mount it onto a card. The square capacity is there. You don't have to do every single layer like I have. I'm just seeing whether you can see. See those little beads? Just cut the cotton. You see them just in the edge there. The shine and the glimmer. How the texture paste with the acrylic paint sits across. Just cut the edges. The Adolphi, the Christina Adolphi. Rub-ons with the foil. You can see it all. So it's shiny, it's metallic, it's not glittery, it's really stand out. Bit of grunge, mechanicals, the number 2 symbol for 2 of us is unique. Your hearts. It's got a bit of the numbers for the computers. Got a bit of everything. Could put a couple of little extra safety pins there. Feel safe together. Oh. I hope you've really enjoyed coming in today and watching my first video. Really, really enjoyed it. I'm off now to scrub my new nails. Brand new. Full of Finnabair goodness. They'll come up lovely and clean again, but yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and if you really like it, I'll be showing you more. So if you want to subscribe, please subscribe. Press the like button. It's great to see you over here anyway. Thanks a lot. Bye.